Alright, first off, we want to give all praises to
Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahushai, Ba'ashim Rakakadash.
the Wadi Yahweh Bashim Al Shai for allowing us to do another video through His Spirit. The Wadi Yahweh Bashim Al Shai for giving us His truth as worms. Double honors to our apostles and elders at Great Millstone, and salutation and blessings to the elect. Somebody check the sound, please. It's a little far, so just make sure the sound is catching. But we're here once again on this Friday evening. GMS Detroit Friday lessons through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemel Shai. And we're just gonna go, through the spirit. And it's good. There's various topics that happen throughout the week, things that are playing out in biblical prophecy, or things that just happen through the week. As you know, we're in these last days, watching and like our Lord said, watch is always pray. So just go down there. Let's see what we got.
Some video topics of the week. We got IUIC says Revelations 13, 1 verses 2 is America that took attributes of the Greeks. IUIC is using Job 16 and 12 to claim the mark is sin. IUIC says the feet like a bear in Revelations 13 is 2. It's talking about the Persian and Medes, and the lion is the Babylonian Empire. In 2026, Trump wants to have
a lot of IUIC going on. A lot of IUIC going on.
Yeah, which is new.
Yes.
In 2026, Trump wants to have a semi-consensual celebration to commemorate 250 years of America being in power.
I seen that.
Yeah, the apostles talked about.
Yeah, which that shows that these are the same Roman Caesars back in power once again.
Mm-hmm.
They're back in action, and that dude Trump definitely has to be Nero. This nigga was at the fights.
Mm-hmm.
We've never seen a president at the fights.
Front row.
I've never seen that.
Him and Elon Musk was there.
Hey, Elon.
They were there together.
I've never seen that. You have presidents at opera houses, like Lincoln was at the opera, he got shot, but the fights, nigga?
Yeah, that's crazy.
You at the fights, nigga? That's wild. But he's back. He's gonna do what he's gonna do through Elon Musk, Lord willing, because Elon has that, and we may get on IUIC, but I'm gonna deal with the prophecy first. Then we come back to IUIC. But through Elon Musk and through Trump, Lord willing, they bring forth this, that Neuralink system that he has, that chip. Because Elon's been toying with that and playing with that for the last couple years, but what we know what's gonna come up out of that. A brother had a dream recently, one of the brothers in Dallas, that Elon Musk is gonna be the guy that forwards this MOTV system. He's gonna be the guy that does it. Somebody actually grabbed that. Revelations 13 and 16. So whoever got it can read it.
The book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 16. And he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads.
You bring it down too.
And pretty much again, that's describing the RFID microchip. So any other group that's teaching that the mark of the beast is anything other than that device, they're off and they're wrong. It's talking about a literal device that is going to be implanted in the people's hands and foreheads. Hence the reason, Neuralink, what is it? A brain chip, that has to be implanted in the head, which is going to be pretty much promoted to people that are, paralyzed, from the neck down.
And it's gonna be not only them. It's gonna be promoted to the masses of society. Everybody. It's gonna be everybody. Everyone's gonna have an opportunity to get that seed, that thing. Because this is the new world that they want to create. This technological mecca, if you will. This technological world that they want to create through their technology. That'll make sense. The technological world. But this is what they want.
Yeah.
They want this world based off of technology where everyone is chipped. This is their blessing. This is their synthetic kingdom of heaven, because Esau knew what consisted of the blessing that he sold. He sold the birthright. You gave it up, nigga. and you knew what consisted of it, and you mad that it was never for you anyways, but you're mad about it, and this is your way of bringing forth your kingdom of heaven on earth through your tech and through mixing man with technology. This is your way to create the kingdom of heaven on the planet Earth. While Christians and IUIC and everyone else is focused on clearly the wrong things, you have debates. You have the prophets of the Lord focusing on the things which are about to come to pass in these prophecies. You got it.
Just backing off of pretty much what you're saying. This is Revelation chapter 3 and verse 10.
And they go to 19 and 16 too.
Okay. It says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world, to try them that dwell upon the earth. So again, this is something that everyone is going to have to face. Everyone is going to have to deal with, once they get that in place, you know what I'm saying? We're all going to have to be faced with that choice on whether or not we're going to get that device. Of course, the majority of the people, especially here in America, they're going to get it. But the Lord is going to keep the elect from getting that chip. Man.
Go ahead.
Since Outcliffe 2 and 3, this is linebacking off what you said, how all these retards are focusing on the wrong thing.
Speak up a little bit.
Habakkuk 2 and 3, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie, though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. And there was a point in time where you could say that all these things were far off. Just like brother said, Elon Musk, the nigga who's at the that like if that's not a sign of what time we're in, you got this whole thing with World War III. A lot more people are starting to acknowledge that we're in World War III.
Not to cut you off, but you even have vocab congregation asking them questions now. That's some niggas is asking them like, so what's going on with these prophecies? Like, what's happening in the world? Because he's talking about Matthew 25, because people are asking him questions now. People are questioning him because what if these Hebrew Israelites are actually right? Mm-hmm. But you got it.
Yeah, but once again, all these things are in your face. We no longer see like the signs of these things building up. They're actually happening. Like brother said, Elon Musk. And think about that. The nigga who's at the head of the creation of the MOTB is now in a very high position of power to actually institute that thing.
What's it called again? He's a
Government chief executive officer. Government
That's government official. Well, yeah, Kamar said say the whole term.
Chief executive officer of government of efficiency.
Chief executive officer.
Niggas at the top. And there's
a top nigga.
There's Elamite in the second position.
Yeah.
He's at the top of that shit, which is in charge of giving recommendations to how government should be conducted with the regulation of spending and things like that.
Efficiency.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And then I just want to add to that, and then he also put, Dr. Oz, as the head of the, over medical. I'm gonna say something like that.
Dr. Oz. Dr. Oz been prominent for the past.
The nigga
Since
that been on TV
the-
since we was kids, bro.
Yeah.
I'm about to look him up.
But pretty much,
This whole
it's like-
cabinet, all these people are misfits.
So,
They misfits.
so pretty
All
much the same position that Dr. Fauci had is the position that Dr. Oz is in.
Oh, okay. So he's basically a new Fauci.
Yeah.
Okay.
He gonna help.
I never seen this
He not
guy.
even a real doctor though.
That's
No, it's not.
What the fuck?
I never seen
They
this
used to
guy.
be on channel 7, channel 4 all the time.
I never knew about
If
that.
you was just, I don't know, usually you flick through a channel,
Yeah,
you'll fuck around and catch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's him.
He said a bunch of misfits.
All of them. Everybody in this office is like the F2. That's a whole series comedy war. Used to come on F2. They all F-ups.
Yeah,
And that's why I believe that's why they're in office, because all it's doing is pushing this country toward the brink.
the brink. And that's eventually going to happen. You guys want to debate, and, break down scriptures wrong, which we'll get into. But the prophecies are always going to stand. The prophecies of Yahweh Shem Shai are going to stand against everybody, because that's what shows that you're a prophet. What you're saying, is it correct? Is it back? Who is it backed by? Is it happening? So, clearly the words which the men of Yahweh Shem Shai are saying from Apostle Tahar on down at Great Millstone are happening in earth. Shalom. They're happening. So that proves that a prophet, when the prophet's prophecy comes to pass, that proves that they be true and not a false prophet. You go ahead.
Jeremiah 28:8. The prophets that have been before me and before they are old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence. The prophets which prophesied of peace, when the word of the prophet shall come to pass, then shall that prophet be known. That the Most High Yahweh have truly said. Because what's going on, the prophets are back of old. They're prophesying the downfall of this kingdom. You know, and you seeing it. But you got Jakes out there that don't believe. The Edomites definitely don't believe. This is not for them to believe. But you Jakes out there are protecting them, saying that they can be saved through all this. Hell is getting ready to come upon us, earth. You must ain't read Revelation 12 and 12, because it's about to go down.
Well, Jake has his new doctrine that's just kind of springing up that these heathens can make it now. Niggas that used to be Israelites are now saying the Gentiles can make it, which is just madness. You niggas got really Jake is getting scared because they see these things happening on earth and they don't have faith. They truly don't have faith in the words of Yahweh Shemel Shai. And when these things happen on earth, actually let me get this real quick. This is Sirach 2. Yeah, Sirach 2 and verse 12. Woe be to the fearful hearts and faint hands, and the sinner that goes two ways. Woe unto him that is faint-hearted, for he believeth not, therefore shall he not be defended. Woe unto you that have lost patience, and what will ye do when the Lord Yahweh by Shemel Shai shall visit you? And that's what happened with a lot of these niggas that's turning back, going back into the world, or not even. They say they're not in the world. They just found out what they've been teaching is wrong. Now the Edomites can make it. Now everyone can make it. You niggas have lost patience. You're faint-hearted, and you go in two ways. And what are you gonna do when Yahweh Shai visits you? What are you gonna do? What is going to be your answers to Yahweh Shemel Shai in the time of visitation when you was pushing and then you went and started saying Edomites and heathens can make it? That's crazy talk. And the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shai is gonna deal with that, and we're entering those times, man. Lord willing. Lord willing, these be the final days where all these prophecies, these last final prophecies with the sea hit, this famine, the destruction, the division, because a lot of people are divided with Trump being in office now. Lord willing, these things lead forth to that ultimate breakout of chaos. Go ahead, Nabala.
Just real quick, this is Matthew 12 and 36. It says, "But I say unto you that every idle word that a man shall speak, they shall give account thereof in that day of judgment." Just laying back what this brother's speaking on, all these men who've been saying all these crazy things, when the Lord comes to visit them, they're gonna have to take account of the things he's been saying. They're gonna have an answer. The Lord's not, you ain't gonna go, shit, I would, no, you're gonna have to answer the things that you said, okay? And it's gonna be consequences for the answer that you give. Well, ultimately, we know that y'all ain't gonna be have shit to say, because y'all done said so much, BS and so much madness, y'all have done so much of a job of trying to scatter the flock, that those buds is gonna fall in your hands. And the Lord's gonna require that.
It's just parabolic talk. What are you gonna say? You're not gonna say anything.
Exactly.
The Lord is gonna kill you. It's not like the Lord is gonna sit down. All right,
This is where you went wrong.
So that's where, yeah.
So
Do you want to explain to me why you did that? Is that to be an angel sitting behind them, taking notes? Yeah, taking notes. You want to explain to me why? What happened?
Yeah.
No, it's not gonna happen. It's just parabolic talk. What's the precept?
This is Ezekiel chapter 12, verse 5. And they, whether they will hear or whether they will forbear, for they are a rebellious house, yet shall know that there have been a prophet among them. And yeah, in these current events and times, it's going to come to a point where you can't access the internet, you can't access a prophet, you can't go to so-called, you can't actually have more access to the prophets. So everything, these prophecies have been popping out the books, quite literally, jumping out like popcorn. So everything that's been going on, you won't have access to things because you had it now. But now you, debate this, debate that. Like you got other things. You got more important things going on. You got to worry with this, saving of your soul to worry about. That's it.
I'm looking at these topics. God, Elijah believes in a white Jesus.
Huh?
That's what the Apostle Harlem was saying.
That's terrible.
Sweet baby Jesus.
Sweet baby Jesus. You can go back to them topics.
Yeah, so I was left out. It says Trump wants to have a semi-consensual celebration to commemorate 250 years of America and being in power in 2026. And Apostle was saying that, I guess Trump was saying that when 2026, you know, we make it there, if that was when he does, if he's able to do that, that he wants to celebrate the whole year.
Yeah, the whole year.
The whole year,
Yeah.
and all 50 states have to be a part of it.
Yeah.
The whole thing.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it's supposed to be like a country celebration.
Also, Apostle R brought up, he said, what's the average lifespan of a kingdom to be in rulership?
150
years.
250
Yeah.
years.
So, here we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with
Yeah,
that.
because 1976, that right there was 200, years for this country.
Yeah,
So then you got to move on down to that. From there, it's that time.
it's that time.
It's that time.
So, it's,
1776, 1976, that right there, 200.
Yeah.
Now it's 2024.
So that's actually accurate. So 2026
Mhm.
from
Quite literally.
1776
Yeah, it's quite
to
literally.
250 years.
yeah. And we're going to see what happens. We'll see what happens. And, the prophets are watching. We're going to see what happens, man. We just waiting for the Lord to return. And we going to see what happens. Trump really think people, just like when Nero was in power, Nero was firstly loved by the people. He was like, everybody loved this dude. He was like that guy. Then they hated his ass. They found out who he was. They found out this dude's a demon. Dude's a nigga. So we gonna see what happens, man. Because right now Trump has the love of the people. He has the white Edomite love right now.
But it's gonna get bad because when he gets in there next year, when they do the inauguration, what's the first thing he say he's focused on? Is that mass deportation. He say that he's gonna use the military to do that. The apostles were talking about how that's why it's gonna be who's gonna be deported. He's gonna be deporting who migrated from basically Mexico, which is what I'm saying. The
Northern Kingdom.
Exactly.
You think they just gonna go willingly?
That's what I'm saying.
Niggas that started lives here.
Let's get
Motherfuckers just have whole lives, families, kids,
Man,
doctor's appointments. Niggas knocking on the door.
And didn't
Come on, Tyler, bring your ass.
And didn't Nero have a private army? Trump
Yeah,
trying to get
Nero
one
had
too?
Nero
That's
had a
what he's
private
trying to
army.
do,
Yeah,
too.
Nero had a private
He
army.
firing all the generals.
Yeah,
He's going to have his private army just like Nero. That's why you know in reincarnation, that's who he is.
yeah. Nero had his own private little army outside of the Roman Empire, and that's how he really got elected through his mother, Claudius. Nero's whole title is, what is it? Nero, Augustus, Caesar. No,
No.
and then there's one more. I send it to Claudius. Yeah, Nero, Claudius, Augustus, Caesar, and they gave
Nero, Claudius, Caesar, Augustus,
Germanicus. That's what I was forgetting. Yeah, that was Nero's. Nero's full name because he was the stepson of Claudius. That's how he got in power, and he was deitized as of the death of Claudius. They called it the Vivius Philus, which basically means son of a deity or son of God. He was deitized. You got that? Did I send it to you?
Yeah.
Pull it up real
I
quick.
got it. So it says Nero, Claudius, Caesar, Augustus, Germanicus.
Yeah, that was his father. Germanicus is his father.
The Roman emperor was able to use the title Divi Fluus, which means son of the defied one, because the senator proved the deification of his adopted father Claudius.
So,
The title Divi Fluus was given to some Roman emperors after death, including Augustus, Tiberius, and Nero. The Senate could vote to elevate a deceased emperor to the status of a state divinity or divius in act called
Divinity one, the divine one. That's what it says. Divine, the divine one. It means son of the divine one. You said something else.
that's how it has a number. It has a 5.
Defy.
Yeah,
Defy.
it's
Okay.
probably supposed to be divine.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what he is. He got the love of the people from doing all these things. And same thing as Trump. Same thing as Trump. He has the love of the congregation right now. So we're gonna see what he does in 2026 if we make it there. And we go. This shit. The one thing that a lot of people don't understand is America is prophesied to go down. No matter who's in office. No matter if it's Trump, no matter if it's Kamala, no matter if it's fucking some random nigga off the block. No matter if Obama get back in office. No matter who they put in there, America is prophesied to fall. It's prophecy. And that's one thing that you can never get past. It's the words of Yahweh Shemel Shai. When the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shai proposes something to happen, it's going to happen. And that's what these Christians really don't want to deal with. They don't want to. What prophecies are we in? What prophecies are being fulfilled in these last days? What's happening on earth? What's going on? This is Isaiah 55 and verse 11. It says, actually it's verse 10. For as the rain cometh down, and the snow from heaven, and returneth not thither, but waters the earth, and maketh it bring forth bud, that it may give seed, it shall seed to the sower and bread to the eater. So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the things whereto I sent it. So the words of the Lord are going to prosper, and the words of Yahweh Shemel Shai predict and prophesy the destruction of Babylon the Great. This place was never meant to last forever. It was only meant to last for a time and a season, just like all the kingdoms before in the past. That's it. You got something, Dewada? Where we at? We in that list.
Yeah. So then after that, you got it says IUIC says they're going to give everyone a chip, but it ain't the MOTV. Esau claims to have.
And what is it?
Esau claims to have UFO technology. Godric believes in a white Jesus.
And I seen that this week. The Apostle Ramloff did a video on that. The Esau is talking about basically they can fight against the Most High. They got the basically they have UFO tech. They didn't talk about crash landings, and I watched a video of the Apostle Ramloff video where Esau's basically talking about he can deal with the UFOs.
They have advanced tech, that's what they're saying.
Yeah.
But all that is going to be a fulfillment of Revelation 12. It says it's going to be a war in heaven.
Yeah.
Michael and his angels fighting against the dragon and his angels. So it's going to go down. And we know that they're going to fucking lose bitterly.
And that's not fucking talking about the spiritual demon Satan with the archangels of Satan
I
fighting.
just broke it down.
Yeah.
We just broke it down.
That's their what's it? Fighter jets.
The world military.
The world
military is going to be fighting against the holy angels and the chariots, being led by Esau Edom. Revelation 12 and was that 7? Yeah.
Somebody grab it. Because that's going to be fulfillment of that. And then someone get 2 Others 13. Got that? If you already got that, get that. And then actually get that Revelation first and then go to that. Revelation.
This is Revelations 12 and 7. It says, and there was a war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels, and he prevailed not, neither was their place found any more in heaven.
You can break it down.
So,
It's been broken down, but speak on it.
yeah, brothers and said, it's gonna be a war between Yahushua when he returned, his chariots with the host of chariots.
Aerial dog fights,
Yeah.
as their term. Dog fight meaning plane to plane battle.
And when a plane, even now, on a plane, like say the Blue Jays, what's that? The
Oh, the Blue Angels.
Blue Angels.
Yeah.
When any of them go down, they call it a fallen angel.
Mhm.
So that when a fighter jet pilot dies, call them fallen angels. But the fact right there is called the Blue Angels.
Yeah.
Show the yeah.
You got the Air Force got the Thunderbirds, the Navy got the Blue Angels.
And the scriptures say it said there shall be no place found for him in heaven. Not literally. That's not literal talking about that Satan was kicked out of heaven. And that's only in Isaiah, where Satan was kicked out of heaven. What is two scriptures y'all got for Satan being this having a great army against the Heavenly Father?
Well, that's a part of the mythological Jesus and Christianity. You can tie it back over that whole umbrella. White Jesus, love everybody. Satan's underground with a red tail, in the shape of a triangle at the end of it, with a red pitchfork, and he's kind of gay. While there's fire, be nice to people, but there's war everywhere on the planet. That's a part of the Christian mythos, and it's just that. It's a myth, which through 2 Corinthians 10 and 4, through the Spirit Power of Yahweh Bashem Yahshua, we've been breaking that bullshit down.
Yeah.
Breaking down the strongholds, but it's bullshit.
Get that second Ezra? Okay, come on.
Second Ezra 13. You want to start at 1 or 3?
Start right at Second 13. Start right at 8, bro.
All right. Yeah. Second Ezra 13 and 8. And after this, I beheld, lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were sore afraid, and yet there was fight.
Oh yeah, that's another point. I think.
I'm sorry. You wanted the chariot?
No, that's good
Okay.
because the nations are gathered together to fight against the Lord Yahushua, and that's the same thing that was going on in Matthew the 25th chapter that Bocab tried to bring out to combat the Israelites. Actually, let's grab it. I think it's Matthew 25. The nations will be gathered so they can be destroyed.
Yeah.
It's not the nations will be standing up looking at the chariot and the Heavenly Father is going to be picking them out one by one. I think it was 30. Let's see, this is Matthew's. This is what he was bringing out. It's Matthew 25 and verse 31. And when the Son of Man shall come in his glory and all the holy angels with him, then shall he sit upon the throne of his glory, and before him shall be gathered all the nations. Because what? All the nations are going to go to war with him. It's not that Yahushua is literally he's gonna come, he's gonna pull out a fucking chair, sit down, and just start, pointing his finger, you're good, you're bad. This isn't the Oprah Winfrey show, man. That's not what's going on.
Leave prophecy to us.
That's what other guys were about to say. He said y'all fucked up when y'all went to the prophecy.
Yeah.
Don't touch the prophecy.
Come on, walk back here.
Come on. Get this corner. Get this dark alleyway.
And never come out.
It says, verse 32 says, and the people shall be gathered, and before him shall be gathered all the nations, and he shall separate them one from another, and as a shepherd divideth his sheep from the goats, and the goats are wicked Israelites, and the heathens. And the sheep are his. The elect. Then the 1/3. The sheep, my sheep hear my voice. Verse 33. And he shall set the sheep on his right hand and the goat on his left. And it's not even literal. It's not like he's like this. You gonna be on my left. He's separating them. One's gonna be delivered and one's gonna be destroyed. That's all it's talking about. Then shall the king say unto them on his right, come ye, blessed of my father, inherit the kingdom prepared for you from the foundation of the world. Because those that are delivered out of destruction, out of World War III, out of the nukes, the Heavenly Father is going to give them the kingdom of heaven. They're going to receive the dominion. They're going to receive the glory. That's what the nations are going to be gathered together for. The nations aren't being gathered together to have a fucking pick and choose party. The Lord already has who's picked and chosen. It's been predestinated from the beginning of time. That's Ephesians 1, I think 14.
1 and 4.
1 and 4?
Yeah.
It's already been predestined. It's already been set. Who's the sheep and who's the goat. The nations being gathered for war, and the Lord is going to deliver His elect out of them. Who said priest? Oh, go ahead.
This is Joel chapter 3, verse 11. Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about thither, because thy mighty ones to come down. Cause the mighty ones to come down, O Lord. Let the heathen be weakened and come up.
Awaken. What is it? Awaken?
Weakened.
Waking.
Waken.
Read the previous verse again.
This is Joel chapter 3, verse 11. Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, gather yourselves together round about thither, because thy mighty ones, cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord.
Who are the mighty ones of the Lord? The angels. That's what the word cherub means. It means mighty one. So during this whole World War III event, the Lord's going to cause the angels to come down to wreak havoc, which links right up with that Revelation 12 and 7 I brought out earlier. You got it?
Verse 12, let the heathen be awakened and come up to the valley of Hawashaphat, for there I will sit to judge all the heathen round about.
And it's not literally He's sitting down. It's not. It's parabolic. The Lord is going to judge Yehoshaphat. It's going to go into that in second Ezra, the 13th chapter. What is the Lord going to be doing when He's sitting there? He's going to be getting rid of them. He's going to be deleting them because they're going to try to come up against Him to fight Him. He's going to be deleting them with the blast of the chariots and through the rays of the laser beams from the chariots. Because the chariots have laser beams. They even know that. They know that. Seen the laser beam. He's seen them. He knows that. Go ahead with that second Ezra.
Second Ezra 13 and 9. And lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lifted up his hand, nor held sword, nor any instrument of war. But only I saw that he sent out of his mouth as it had been a blast of fire, and out of his lips flaming breath, and out of his tongue he cast out sparks and tempests.
Keep going.
And they were all mixed together, the blast of fire and the flaming breath, and the great tempest, and fell with violence upon the multitude which was prepared to fight, and burned them up every one, so that upon a sudden of the innumerable multitude nothing was to be perceived, but only dust and smell of smoke. When I saw this, I was afraid.
Yeah, because He destroyed them all. Just like they show in Independence Day, the first one, the good one. That's what they show. And then also that's why you have what is happening on the other side of the world right now. What are we leading? What are we entering into? A world's war. Who's going to be the finisher of that world's war? Yahushua. I wonder what the Christians think. Who's what does vocab think? Who's the ender of World War III? Is everyone just going to nuke each other and the planet Earth's going to be destroyed? Because if nuclear technology gets involved, this bitch is finished.
The Christians don't have the ability to connect reality to the Bible.
No.
They can't do it. Like you said, since nukes we live in a world where nukes exist.
Yeah.
Nukes is gonna get let loose. Robot dolls gonna get let loose. Food, famine, societal collapse. Would not the scriptures warn us of this?
Why wouldn't it?
Why wouldn't
We've been warned of everything else up to this point.
So is the Heavenly Father like blind? Is he distracted?
He got some big booty white bitch in front of him.
Yeah, stop it. You know, he's enamored with one of his own creations.
Yeah.
You know.
Damn.
Bad. No, the Heavenly Father set all these things up. But with the problem, when you get to speaking about this, they don't want to deal with the, oh shit, what if we're not the good guys?
Well, you're not.
And they don't nobody like that.
And that's okay.
And that's okay.
That's okay.
What the demons say?
Yeah.
I love you. That was actually, I was watching a YouTube video and a soldier said that. I was watching a Reddit video. Like if y'all have ever seen a Reddit voiceovers, where they'll be reading people's posts or different American soldiers. Basically, people were asking, what is it like to get invaded by America? And one of the guys, he said, because there's like a lack of people commenting. One of the guys said, well, the reason why there ain't as many people responding is because most people don't survive when we come through.
Yeah.
He was like, there's the people who when America come through, ain't no survivors like that. So they're not the good guys. A soldier, he admitted, he was like, man, he's like, I got to thinking to myself one day,
That's why they go
we're-
crazy.
Yeah, what if we're on the wrong side of all
Yeah.
this? And Esau is.
Yeah.
That's why somebody get Obadiah 1 and 2.
That's what happened in that one movie, where Will Smith, where he had the little clone or twin or whatever the fuck that thing was. Gemini
That's
Man.
what, I ain't never seen. Okay, that's what it's about.
It's a terrible movie.
Okay.
But it's so bad.
Okay.
But Will Smith said something to his, is it his clone or what is that?
I think it was a
It's his
clone, a
yeah.
younger clone.
He said, oh, you got that fire. And he said, you young and stupid.
Stupid, yeah. You can be easily misled.
That's what exactly
That's
said.
what he said?
He said
Oh,
you can
damn.
be easily misled. He said
Damn.
you're not on the right side.
Yeah.
He told him that in Gemini. That movie's so bad.
I had
Such a
a
terrible movie.
coworker that was ex-military. You know, have you seen him? You just a walking down the street white boy. Was a whole killer. He was like, man, we was out there. He's like, I had a bloodlust. He was like, when my bullets hit, I can feel it. Talking about when he was killing people. That's just, well, now y'all have to answer for that.
Yeah, so
Now y'all got to answer
Yeah.
for blowing up them little Iraqi babies. I remember one story. I'm sorry, y'all, but I remember one story. They was troopers. They roll into the back of a Humvee, and the little kids see them. Normally, they would come and bring food and supplies to the little, Arab kids.
not this time.
Well, not this time. So they was rolling behind them, and they start pouring out water in front of them as the little kids is chasing, pouring water out right in front of them on purpose. Liquid
Oh,
gold.
you had them
Stop it, man.
you had them damn troopers throwing a dog across
Oh
the
yeah,
mountain.
the famous clip. He threw that bitch off him. Y'all ain't never seen that video?
Chucked that
It's
dog,
like a
bro.
15. It's like one of the old school
Okay.
YouTube videos when you could put anything on YouTube.
Yeah, I
They
don't
was
know.
petting a puppy, some troopers, and then they was up on a mountain out in the east. Threw that
They
bitch
threw
off the
his
mountain,
ass.
bro.
They
You hear the
threw him
puppy
off
go,
the
"Rah!"
mountain. That nigga-
Through, bro. Through. That nigga bones is probably
he
melted
splattered.
into the mountain by now, bro. Somebody get that Obadiah.
I got it.
1 and 2.
Obadiah chapter 1 and verse 2. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen, thou art greatly despised.
Thou art greatly despised. Esau, the so-called white man's reputation in the eyes of the world has gone down.
Yeah.
So now he has to point the finger. Oh, well, y'all are racist. Oh, well, y'all are on child support. Y'all got, y'all over there. Y'all make illegitimate babies. You over, bitch. You didn't blew people up.
Destroyed
You didn't blew people up so bad, nigga. They shadow fell out. That's how bad you blew people up. Nigga, shadow jumped back, said, "Ouch!" It was left on the wall.
Appreciate it.
And you pointing the finger at us. It's not. It don't line up.
Yeah,
What y'all
but
got?
hey, vocab need to answer these questions,
Yeah,
man.
okay.
You gotta. What about them rats?
Don't the Bible answer this?
Precept.
And if it didn't, then what are we doing? But it does. You got it,
Come.
Titty.
Isaiah 26:4. Trust ye in the Lord Yahweh forever, for in the Lord Yahweh is everlasting strength. For he bringeth down them that dwell on high,
Mm.
the lofty city.
Yeah.
He layeth it low.
What's that?
He layeth it low even to the ground. He bringeth it even to the dust. Verse
You got it.
9.
26 and 4. Which one is that?
26:4.
Okay.
Verse 9.
Yeah.
With my soul have I desired thee in the night. Right now we're in Esau's night. All right? Or rather, we're in the night. All right? And our daytime is coming when Yahweh Shai comes back. So we're in the night right now. And our soul is indeed desiring Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. That's why you see all these camps forming. Yea, with my spirit
But
within me.
just to say, we're in the night, but we have the light.
Mm.
We have the light. We're illuminated. We're in the night, but we have the light.
Like
We can see in this dark world while
the
the rest,
virgins with the lamps.
yep, while the rest of our people are in darkness. You
We
got-
see a red nigga running through the dark. Hey! You're right there. Yeah, Titty.
Yea, with my spirit within me will I seek thee early. For when here's the point. For when thy judgments are in the earth, the inhabitants of the world will learn righteousness. So when Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai brings about the judgment, then that's when these nations are going to want to get down. When the Lord destroys America, all right, and enslaves the nations, that's when righteousness is going to flourish on the earth. All right, like it says in Isaiah 26, no longer shall the earth cover her slain. So eventually Esau is going to have to pay for all the wickedness that he's done and all the people that he's killed. Okay.
This is Isaiah 32 verse 6. It says, for the vile person shall Verse 5 actually. For the vile person shall no more be called liberal, nor the churl to be bountiful, like the brother said. The so-called white man's reputation has gone down in the earth. It says, the vile person shall no more be called liberal, and the churl to be bountiful, which churl means to be cruel. For the vile person will speak billingly, his heart will work iniquity, to practice hypocrisy, and to utter error against the Lord Yahweh by Shemal Shai, to make empty the souls of the hungry, and he will cause the drink of the thirsty to fail. And you see that, look, we have this Jake, we have this cruel ruler that's about to be set up over us, man. Lord willing, it is true that this dude does these things which are written to happen. Look at under the Biden administration how the so-called white man has begun to be hated throughout the planet Earth. And Trump is not going to do any better for the representation of the so-called white race, which are Edomites. Because there's no such thing as a white race.
Yes.
That's made up.
Yeah.
You made that up. There's no such thing as a white race. Your biblical nationality, which is your actual nationality, is Edomites. You're the Edomites of the Bible.
He even changed the way people think.
Yeah.
This is the craziest shit on earth. And the way people understand nationality is wrong. The way people understand marriage, the idolatry, life, everything is completely contorted.
Well, that's why they're turning the things upside down. Should be
Upside down.
esteemed as a potter's clay.
You know? What y'all got?
Precept.
Start it, cause I go down.
This is Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 25. Behold, I am against thee, O destroying mountain, saith the Lord Yahweh Bashem Shai, which destroyeth all the earth. And I will stretch out my hand upon thee, and roll thee down from the rocks, and will make thee a burnt mountain. So yeah, ultimately, the one that's destroying the earth is Esau Edom. The name Jesus get dragged through the mud. The name Yahweh Bashem Shai doesn't. The reputation of the so-called white man has literally been nothing but slaughter. I mean, he's a bloody man. What you expect? He goes in other countries, destroy their resources, destroy everything just to take it for himself. He don't have a good reputation. So when the word comes back, he's gonna obliterate him after those 1,000 years. But he's gonna take out Esau Edom system completely.
The mountain represents his government, and being his government and his rule being dethroned. Kumar, what you got?
So Isaiah 24.
All right, I'm sorry. Did y'all get into IOIC? What they was talking
No,
about?
we go.
They broke that red all down.
We go.
Okay.
Go back.
Come on.
Isaiah 24 and 5. The earth also defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, and broken the everlasting covenant. You know, just like what the brother said, how everything is contorted. And so I want to say this really quickly. In Esau's system, there's if you do the crime, you do the time. Even the average American, they say, hey, if somebody does something messed up, there has to be a punishment.
Yeah.
What in the universe? I can't think of any other word makes you think that when you go into the reputation of this twisted shitbag, what makes you think that if you niggas think that there must be a punishment for a crime, that this red nigga can just sail away after he's done shit that we don't even know about?
Well, there's iPhones now, so don't think about all that. That's the way that the bloodshed that they committed is justified by the
by what you like you always bring out, by being able to take your dog to a chiropractor.
Yep. By the leisure of a first world society, that justifies all the wickedness that they did in their mind, and it doesn't.
You can take your cat to a chiropractor now.
Yep.
You got AC.
Yeah, you can go get your dog neutered.
You can go get your dog.
You can go for
It
a
can
dog.
help him. It'll help him. Help
So
him
he
out.
doesn't catch so he doesn't catch diseases.
Which rarely happen.
Yeah.
And they fight it off.
And then you can go jog after.
You can go for a jog.
Yeah, that's why you killed my ancestors, so you could go for a jog at a park.
They destroy
Mutilate.
land. They destroy land
Species.
for species of animals.
Their animals
For-
are fucking extinct.
Genocide.
For a trail.
Yeah, I'm serious. Because I be laying trails now. I mean,
For a trail, bro.
Even over by my job,
Oh
they done
my
chopped
God.
down a whole acres of trees
For a
to
trail.
set up a lumber shop.
Yeah.
You chop down trees to set up a lumber shop?
Yeah.
I'm looking at it, I'm like, bitch, am I reading that
They
right?
took the lumber.
That's like sucking up a lake to start a water park. You figure this shit out, dog. Derog, what you
And
got,
then-
bro?
and then-
what?
Do you
Then
have,
charge niggas.
and then charge them. But then you wonder why deer are just showing up in the neighborhood.
They don't got nowhere to go.
They're lost. There was a deer in Wyandotte just walking around.
Yep.
That's not good.
Yeah, that's pretty deep in.
That's bad because if that animal's here,
Predator.
the things that kill it are hiding amongst us. They're among us.
Might be a Wolverine in this bitch.
Yeah, it might be Wolverine, right? Bro, I had a dream 2 days ago, and it was bugged out. Man, it was a tiger in the backyard.
Backyard, why not?
Huge. And there was panthers roaming around the house. I had to barricade the door. I was terrified.
Yeah, I'm not coming out.
I was terrified.
I'm not coming
Bro,
out.
I was looking out that window because it was like all hell breaking loose. I was gonna do a video on it, but it was all hell breaking loose. And I looked out the back window,
Trapped in the closet.
bro, and there is a tiger like the size of us three put
Yeah, fuck all
together,
that shit.
just going through rubbish with his paw.
Yeah, tigers, they're like 700 pounds.
They're
That's
huge,
something.
and then it had a cut, like it had a mohawk. This nigga was, it was a rough
Redneck
tiger. And then there's a panther. This is a black panther coming towards the house. I'm like, oh shit, I gotta go. This nigga sneaks in the house somehow. I'm in the room. He's getting another panther come trying to knock. I'm hitting the door trying to keep him out. And I woke up. I said, oh shit, this is not good. But that's the day. That's yeah. Go ahead, Gerard.
2 Corinthians 10:4. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the Most High Yahweh to pulling down of strongholds, because that's what we are
Okay.
Keep reading.
casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalted itself against the knowledge of the Most High Yahweh.
Yeah, break it down.
Okay, now, our warfare is, you can't depend on your weapons, up to a point. You gotta depend on Yahweh Shemashah. Because see, this double Esau, he got Jay's mind all jacked up. With his lies, what is it, you forge up lies?
That verse 4, through our preaching, through the understanding of how Yahweh Shai is breaking down the lies that have been established through eons of real misinformation and idolatry. That's what the truth is done for. That's our form of war fighting. We're not fighting in the sense of physically. We're preaching the truth, which is dispelling all the lies of the world, whether you like it or believe it or not. Was that it, Gerard?
Yeah, that's it.
You had something on that? Yeah.
This is at Romans 9:17. It says, for the scripture said unto Pharaoh, and for the same purpose have I raised thee up.
Start at 14.
Yeah. 14. Okay. Romans 9:14. Says, what shall we say then? Is there unrighteousness with Yahweh? Yahweh forbid. For he said to Moses, I will have mercy on whom I have mercy on, and I have compassion on whom I will have compassion. So then it is not of him that willeth, or of him that runneth, but Yahweh that sheweth mercy. For the scripture said unto Pharaoh, even for this same purpose, I have raised thee up, that I might shew my power in thee, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth. So yeah, the Lord has allowed E to raise himself up. The Lord has allowed E to do all these things throughout history that he has done. The rape, robbery, murder that he has done to conquer the lands that he's able to conquer, to do the things he able to do, allow him to be able to advance in his technology to get to where he's at, all for the purpose for the Lord to bring him down so he can glorify himself, to show that he's the one true power, he's the one true God, and there's none with him. And nothing that he tries to do is going to be able to mess with him on that level, and that he's not going to go unpunished for all the things that he's done.
Go ahead, told him.
Just real quick, there's one, since you made the point about, pretty much, the wild beasts changing their places. This is 2 Esdras 5:8. It says, there shall be a confusion also in many places, and the fire shall be oft sent out again, and the wild beasts shall change their places, and menstruous women shall bring forth monsters. So yeah, man, just pretty much laying back on what the brother said, they're pretty much tearing down, the wooded areas where, you know, animals dwell at, and you're starting to see animals, you know, pretty much in the cities. You know, so if you're seeing deers and, you know, other animals dwelling in the cities, how much more, you know, the predators that hunt them. You know, because again, that's the time that we're coming into where, you know, these animals are gonna change their places. You know, once the power, you know, goes out, you know, these zoo animals, they're gonna get out.
Well, they already just been letting them out. They got monkeys that they, what, South Carolina?
Yeah, they got
Those
that.
fucking monkeys got out of the lab. How? How these monkeys just, these monkeys just get out these labs, just fucking pop.
Slid the thing
Slid
up.
the thing.
Come on, all 39 of y'all, come on. I'm gonna hold the door all the way open.
Nobody's watching them.
No, but y'all watch us. But you knew when Day Day was down there in Dade County, fucking around and killed so and so and dumped him off in a lake. Yeah. But you couldn't capture some monkeys.
You got fucking flies that are being transported over
Yeah.
here and shit.
Yeah. Cameras on cats.
Cameras on birds.
Yeah.
But you can't see monkeys walking out of the fucking laboratory.
His Nahum, his skirt's been lifted. Esau's skirt's been blown up on his face.
Yeah. You got something to
Move on to the next subject.
go to that IUIC thing. What was that?
Revelation, they're improper. I'll read it
We
real
go
quick.
to-
Tuda, you got. That was horrible. Yeah,
With
they
the bear.
Yeah, the bear, and then also they mentioned the Greeks. What IUIC says, Rev 13 and 1 through 2, is that America took attributes from the Greeks. Says IUIC is using Job 16 and 12 to claim the mark as sin.
Yeah.
And IUIC says the feet like the bear in Rev 13 is talking about the Persian, the Medes, and the lion is the Babylonian Empire. All wrong. All wrong. All wrong. I'm sorry, all wrong. Did Greece come before, and does it give influence to America? Yes. But what gave Edom its power today? Rome, without a doubt. Everything is modeled after Rome. Malls,
It's like the
streets,
Greco-Roman
the language,
Empire.
the apparel, the idols, the very logos of the companies that we use today. The military complex. Many of the literal military formations go back to ancient Rome. What they say, the feet. Bitch, we aren't being currently oppressed by the Persian and the Medes. We
You want
aren't
me to
being.
get it?
Yeah.
Revelation 13, what, in 2?
Yeah, 1 through 2.
This is Revelation 13 and verse 1. And I stood upon the sands of the sea, and
You
saw,
got it, Jimmy.
and saw a beast rise up out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and upon his horns 10 crowns, and upon his head the name of blasphemy. Now first, this is dealing with that. Was it NATO and EU, and back then the
Roman and vassal.
Roman vassal states. Yep.
This is strictly an Edomite empire. This is
Yeah.
all Edomite empires. This beast is not the same beast that's in Daniel 7, or is it directly connected to the statue of Daniel 2? So don't get it twisted. There's certain similarities, but it's not the same thing.
Says the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard.
Which is the Greeks. And if you notice, when you read Revelation, the 13th chapter, what the Apostle John is seeing is the beginning of the Edomites coming into power, and then it goes all the way down to the end. Then in verse 2, it tells you who's going to bring about their end. So it's literally Esau's power from A to Z.
Yeah.
You got it?
And his feet as the feet of a bear.
Which is whom? The Russians. Because the feet represents the end of a man. So the Lord's going to use the Russians to bring about the end of the so-called white man's empire.
His mouth as the mouth of a lion.
Which is whom? Great Britain. When you check on the coat of arms, you'll see a lion stand on its hind feet. Alright? So that represents Great Britain, which America came out of Great Britain.
And the dragon gave him his power, and he sat and his seats like it, and great authority.
The dragon is
This
Roman.
Roman Empire.
Yeah. You look up those words for throne and for seat. Basically, they're his establishment, his ruling order, his authority. It's not dealing with the ancient Babylonians nor the Persian and Medes. We're not currently being oppressed.
Persian and Medes is very far fetched.
Where even got that from?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's very
They're just matching. You know, when you was a kid, you try to put the square in the circle and the triangle and the oval. That's what they're trying. They're just trying to match shapes.
You can't just say bear and bear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Two different bears.
if we say what they say, then that means that we saying Great Millstone was right. But we under no circumstances can ever say that. That's all that is. One of them type of games. I ain't gonna admit that nigga right. So I'm gonna just say this.
Two different bears though.
Yeah.
Because the bear in Daniel is what, that 7 with the three bones in
Three
his mouth,
ribs. Yeah.
the 3 ribs, which is what
That's dealing with the Persian
the
Medes.
Persian and Medes.
Yeah.
It's not dealing with it has nothing to do with the Roman Empire. But that's why it says the dragon gave him his authority.
Yep. From Rome.
It separates it.
Yep. It got the power from Rome. So what's the dragon? Did they say what the dragon was?
I didn't.
Okay, it's not it. Why is the dragon mentioned? What is that dragon revived?
Well, you keep going down,
Yeah,
verse
exactly.
3. And I'll just keep going. And I saw one of his heads as it were wounded to death, and his deadly wound was healed, and all the world wondered after the beast. And they worshipped the dragon, which gave power unto the beast, and they worshipped the beast, saying, "Who is like unto the beast, who is able to make war with him?"
So ancient Rome fell, and it was resurrected as America. America took on the same custom orders and laws of ancient Rome.
Enlightenment period.
Yeah,
That's what they call it.
yeah.
The Age of Enlightenment, where they took Roman.
Yeah, classical antiquity. That's the word. Antiqual Roman, Greek and Roman customs
Yep.
and influence, and transplanted it to today's time. It mentions in verse 3 who can make war with the beast. There's a time when Esau's structure, specifically dealing with EU, NATO, they were indestructible. With America at the helm, they had missiles in one hand and a button in the other. And if you wanted to play around, you would have found out the hard way.
They practiced that on the Japanese,
Exactly.
and that's what got them to fear throughout the earth.
Yep.
That's what got that name so great, that we don't fuck with them.
Persians and the Medes aren't involved in that whatsoever.
This is, for one, when you read the first chapter of Revelation, it says these things which shall happen.
Yep.
I'll
Yeah,
grab it.
future prophecy.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, I'll grab it. This is Revelation 1 and verse 1.
We got. You can end it whenever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we ended. Anybody got anything else? Yeah, we can end it with this. This is Revelation 1 and verse 1. And it says, greeting to the 7 churches. It says, the revelation of Yahweh Shai Mashiach, which Yahweh gave unto him to show unto his servants things that must shortly come to pass. And he sent and signified it by his angel unto his servant John. And majority of things which were written in the book of Revelation were all future prophecies. Now we have lived through them already, but John definitely didn't. They were all things that were told to John. That there's very few prophecies in Revelation that it goes back very few times. Everything is kind of spoken about in these days, like World War II, World War III.
The only thing, because Rome was still alive.
Yeah.
He was even seeing the fall of Rome.
Yeah.
Because Rome was still around in his time. The beast that was the one that is, it was still standing.
Yep. They're the one that is and it's not.
Yep. Yep.
But it's to come. Well, So with that, Lord, we hope this lesson was edifying. Once again, we want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honor to our apostles and elders at Great Millstone, and salutation and blessings to hopefully that shalom.
Shalom.
Somebody cook the
Jake thought she was getting out.
Nah, it's not.
Jake thought